Greetings, humanoids of the internets! My name is Bob, and this is KSP Career Mode with Bob number 3. Now I got a couple things I need to do here before we take off to return to Kerbin. And I'm going to go ahead and do those off camera, and then we are ready to return our science to Kerbin. Yeah, whatever that name is. Okay, what I've done is I transferred the fuel out of these two tanks. And I set the decouplers for those right here. So as soon as we lift off, we can get rid of those, and then once we're ready to transfer this fuel, we'll do the same thing with those. And we're heading on a bearing of 270. And let's do quick save. And yeah, throttle to maximum. About like that. Here we go. And we can go ahead and get rid of. So we can go ahead and get rid of these. Thank you. Okay, we really don't need to get much higher than that. We're just going to go up to our apoapsis, 8,000 meters, and bend over. Not in the shower though. And then we'll circularize. Okay, and where is Kerbin from here? That way, okay. Now we're going to go ahead and get into orbit first. Let's see. We'll do about T-minus now. T-minus now. Okay, lift up a little bit. Okay, let's see, we can take a look at our fuel. We can go ahead and transfer, go ahead and kill this for a sec, and transfer in our propellant. From here. Okay, and transfer in our propellant from here. And ditch this stage. Okay. And we need to get going again. Come on, give me okay, air pre-apsis. Alright. We have orbit. So now, worst case scenario, Mr. Ferble Kerman is rescuable. But we have almost a full tank, or we probably have enough to get home. So let's go ahead and plan to go home. Just in case we don't go home, F5. We're flying pretty low, but it should be okay. It's more exciting this way. Okay, we're heading up on our burn to leave the Mun's sphere of influence. Probably gonna, it says estimated burn 1 second. No, that's wrong. That's ludicrous. We're gonna start at about T-minus 30. And T-minus 30. Good enough. Okay. Alright, do I have any, I probably can't even tell. This is pitch dark out. Do I have any goo? I got one goo container that I haven't used. I'll go ahead and use that when I go start re-entering Kerbin's atmosphere. Cool. It's like Christmas in there. Yes. Okay. Well, we shall catch up when we are ready to try to get back to Kerbin. Okay, we should, in theory, have enough fuel to do this. Matter of fact, I'm going to try to save a little bit of fuel for when we go in the atmosphere, because we're probably going to be plunging straight in, or we might be plunging straight in which case it might be nice to have a little propulsive braking to keep the parachutes from ripping off. What we'll do is we'll enter the atmosphere to about like that. That should slow us down, but perhaps keep us more on the daylight side when we come in. That should be enough to capture us, though, I think. Okay, let's warp on in. Whee! Okay. Let's turn retrograde. Do a quick F5. Yeah, we got oodles of fuel. No, what is, man? No, what is? So we'll be able to do a little propulsive braking when time comes to slow down after get through the atmosphere of braking effects. And then once we get this guy down and recover him, it's going to be time to go shopping for science. What's that little dot? Is that an artifact of some kind? It seems pretty persistent. Oh, that's the space center and that's the little airport. Okay. I'm back. We're back home. All right. Great timing. Hello, KSP. That's pretty strange. Just by accident, all the way from the moon, they'll be flying right directly over the Kerbal Space Center. It's kind of strange. I didn't actually do that on purpose. Okay, let's expose some goo. Keep data. Let's get this wonky view. Thank you very much. I had plenty of electricity on this trip. Perhaps because I attached a zillion batteries on this thing. Where's my periapsis? 48. Oh, I've passed my periapsis. Well, shit. Okay, well, we'll have to go another go round. Okay, coming in again. We need to preserve the science at all costs. Science must be saved. Okay. Error breaking anytime now. Looks like I might be coming in over water, which is good because I was worried if I landed on land, it might flop over and break one of these goo pods, which would not be good. Would not be bueno. Okay. Screenshot. That's awesome. That's awesome. Burn, burn, burn. Fire, fire, fire. Fire. Wow, lots of fire. Okay, chill out now, dude. Even Ferble, with his tiny cute brain, is starting to get a little bit alarmed. Wow. Okay, that's quite a burn. A lot of velocity to kill off too. Okay, if I'm going to do my propulsive braking, I'm not going to have a whole lot of time in which to do it after the re-entry effects chill out. Okay, so the re-entry effects will diminish, then the Mach effects probably will kick in as we hit the denser atmosphere. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and deploy the chute. Alright, that's good enough. Deploy the rest of the chutes. Okay, wish me luck. Wish Ferble luck too. Okay. We got good chutes. We'll go ahead and splash them down and retrieve the science. Okay, get ready for splash down. Splash down. Okay, Ferble Kerman, you have returned from the moon. That's amazing. Amazing. It's like Christmas in there. Danger, science stuff. Containment vessel. Alright. F5. Cover vessel. Okay. This is surface sample from the Munns Highlands. Material study from the Munns Highlands. Mystery goo observation while in space near Kerbin. Mystery goo observation while in space near Kerbin. Mystery goo observation from the Moon's Highlands, that's plus 40. Space over Kerbin, very little. Recovery of a vessel from the surface of the Mun. So we got 252.3 science. Okay, let's go shopping. Let's go shopping. That don't need. That sort of useful, but don't need it. That I do need. What's that? 90 science. I need this definitely because of the robotic pod. That's 45 science. Let's see. Nothing else that I can't live without for the time being. Let's go ahead and get this. That gives us tiny little parts, more power options, and ladders. Always a plus, ladders. We're going to get this next. Research that. Okay. This gives us those pods, which are useful. I need to keep up with my rocket technology, though, so probably need to go ahead and get this. Research that. Okay, that's important. That's 90. Not that important. Also not that important. Not at all important right now. Not that important. Useful but not that important. Nice but not that important. Okay, well I think probably if in doubt I need to go with rockets, bigger rockets. And that's 90 science. That leads to something, but I don't know what. It leads to something, but I don't know what. Okay. That's 160 science. I don't have that. That's 160 science. I don't have that. That's useful because you can actually use that for science. So I can actually add to your science input. Let's see. Those are useful, but not that useful right now for what I'm about to do most immediately. We're gonna go with this, actually. Okay. Alright, we've sold off our science. Let's see, I think we still got plenty of time in this recording. I think what I'd like to do next is actually send a robotic probe out into solar orbit and collect some data there, see what that does for me. Okay, this is my deep space probe. It's going to go out to heliocentric orbit and perhaps come back. I got parachutes just in case I get an opportunity to bring it back. And same booster as I used for the moon rocket, so it should be pretty unproblematic. What I'll do is I'll show the first part of the launch, and then we'll skip ahead to something more interesting. Probably going to try to do a slingshot around the moon, just to get a little extra thrust, and we'll find out how that goes. Okay, throttle to max, SAS on, and 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. No crew reports are possible here. But I got the Science Junior and 2 goo modules plus a thermometer. So. Okay, all systems are nominal. Okay, and gravity turn at about, starting at about 9,500 meters. Okay, gravity turn. Stabilize, please. Okay. We are under control. Okay, well I'm going to assume this is going to get to orbit, and then we will probably take it up when we actually get to our gravity to our slingshot around the moon. Okay, we're going to do our slingshot around the moon, and we're going to do a little burn at the moon just to make sure that we get enough velocity going to escape Kerbin's sphere of influence. Sphere of influence. There's our base at the lunar arch. Okay, we're going to do about yay much. Whatever. We're going to do about that much. Alright, and that finished up that stage, which is perfectly fine. We don't need that anymore. And goodbye. Well, first check. Okay, goodbye. Okay. Let's warp on out. Okay. Once we get past Minmus, we're going to do a goo check. We're going to check our goo. And then we're heading out into heliocentric orbit, where we will continue our experiments. Okay, we are at the most distant point yet achieved in our fledgling space program. I'm having a bit of a problem with the thermometer. Doesn't want to log temperature. Okay. Why? Why can't it log the temperature? I don't get it. Alright, whatever. Whatevs. Observe the mystery goo. Scientific value 110? Holy shit. Okay. Let's transmit that shit. Okay. Here we'll keep data. Okay, observe materials bay. 275. Okay. Radiation wire cause the samples to glow. Looks like it'd be fun to paint the rocket with this. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and transmit data. Although not getting maximum value from it. Okay. Go ahead and keep a sample. Okay, now, here's the question. Do we want to try to go back to Kerbin, or do we want to try to get to Duna and, like, sample the atmosphere or something? That is a question. Let's do one more go-round and see what the options look like. Okay, it's going to cost me too much fuel to get to Duna because I really didn't plan on, I didn't line it up right to get to Duna, although I probably could if I wanted to launch this thing at a correct time. So what we're going to try to do is up here, add maneuver, so Kerbin is target. Let's see how much this cost me. Too much. Well, let me look at my options here. Okay, I can do a encounter with Eve. That will mean I won't be able to take back the science I have stored, but it will mean that I'll be able to collect more science at Eve, probably a couple more times. So that would probably be worthwhile. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, doing our burn for our encounter with Eve. Approximately 3, 2, 1 now. And hope I have enough fuel. Okay, what the hell? Oh, perhaps I have to start the engines. Let's go ahead and review this data and transmit it. Same here. So I'll be set up for take our samples, do our experiments when we get to Eve. Hopefully when we get to Eve. Hopefully we will get to Eve. It's looking very good right now. Looking very positive at the moment. Okay, let's kind of slow down our thrust a little bit. We're ready to shut off engines. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bang! Okay, move that out. And yes, we have a encounter with Eve. Okay, I will restart when we are getting closer to Eve. Okay, we're heading into Eve. Hope that we get a little bit on the sunlight side, but we shall see. Let's see if our goo says anything. Go ahead and transmit that. Okay. transmit. Okay. Now we're going to head in to aero brake. Actually, we're going to go all the way in because at this altitude we're going to be just heading straight in, 30,000 meters. Actually, you might want to see if we can adjust that a little bit. Just set out to about maybe 50,000 meters. 48,000 meters? Okay, that'll work. But I want to get over in the sunlight side if at all possible. And so if I have an extra long descent, I'm hoping I will land over here somewhere. Okay. Let's go ahead and get turned around retrograde. And warp on in. Maybe a minute. Okay, we've actually entered the Eve's atmosphere. I didn't know it was this high. Okay, let's go ahead and transmit the data. Okay. Observe some materials. Okay, no. Let's get in the atmosphere first. Whoa. Okay, well apparently this episode has been going on longer than I thought it was. Because my recording hard drive filled up. Oh well, got a long episode then. Okay. Once I stop burning up, we shall do some data. If I stop burning up. I hope I don't land in the liquid, because I don't know what that does to you. Could be doing bad things to you. Let's go ahead and well, if we can, let's go ahead and turn this way, or not. Turn this way. Okay. Let's try to get a little distance here. Assuming, yeah, that's land, that's liquid. So I would be landing in the liquid, but I want to make sure that doesn't happen. Now let's go ahead and observe some materials. Okay. Transmit. Okay. There's Mr. Goo. Transmit. Okay, well I'm going down the water, it looks like. I might as well get used to it. Might as well get used to the idea. Hopefully I'll get a chance to to take some recordings before whatever I'm landing in eats the probe alive. Ooh, what a pretty sky. Weird looking planet. I've actually never landed a man on or a Kerbal on E because I never could figure that the odds of getting him back out were pretty long. So never actually put a person on E before, and I'm not doing it now. It's a probe. Okay. I will catch up when we're ready to splash down. Okay, we're getting ready for splashdown. The parachutes are kind of freaking out. Okay, well, it hasn't... Ah, shit. So... No scientific data from the surface. That's unfortunate. Well, we had plenty of data along the way, so... We'll go ahead and leave this record here, and see how much science we got. Okay, we got 409 science. That's pretty worthy. But we will do our shopping next time. Also next time we probably will go to Minmus. Send a manned expedition to Minmus. But that's all for right now. And until next time, hasta la vista. Adios!